Goku. I wasn't going to do this video yet. I was going to sit and stew on it, but I've got a pretty good buzz on, and I'm a little restless, not quite ready for bed yet, so I thought I'd go ahead and shoot this. And it's something that I suppose, been wanting to talk about, because I talk about all this stuff with my clients, and I have a running tally of my personal reality as I move through life that I tell myself that it's going to be this way, and I've been intending on doing a video on it and several other things for forever, and I just never get around to doing it because other people do videos and say much more intelligent, much more coherent stuff, but I'm, again, got a little buzz on, so figure, what the hell? And you were asking me what I think cybernetics will be in the future, and how it will be perceived, and that artificial apparent. You use that term, which is an interesting term. Future we start being machines, led with better eyes, and what are your thoughts on that? Actually, that is probably my biggest fantasy. I am a transhumanist right to the core. Better bodies by better technology. One of my hopes is to have eyes that see in the electromagnetic spectrum, so I can see forces that may be having an effect on our minds. They did a study that people that see ghosts and angels and stuff have been almost probably been exposed to high levels of electromagnetic fields. Or when you see a ghost, I want to be able to open my eyes and look around and go, oh, my head's in a magnetic field. So I'm going to hear some weird shit and see some stuff. So I'd like to have the technology, new eyes that could do that, or some sort of sensor. Everything that the human, as soon as cybernetics makes it better, hell yeah, I'm going to get it. Within reason, as long as it doesn't kill you. But in my head, all this is just going to happen. This is the reality. I follow Ray Kurzweil pretty closely on most of the stuff he does, and I agree with his vision that within 15 years or so, we'll be hard-pressed to tell you who started out as an android and who started out as a human being. 15, 20 years, I think we'll have the technologies to be able to do that. Not that it'll be like that, unless you're uber wealthy or the healthcare system has changed radically. It'll be possible, but not widespread. So I'm thinking 30 years probably, and I fully intend on being around for that as well. Life extension technologies, the whole bit. I am totally for it. What's first? You're okay with people in the future making themselves part machine. I think if you don't, you'll be left behind. Again, with the eye thing, if you could imagine being a contractor and be able to just look through walls or look at certain fields, you would be above and beyond. And every other contractor or inspector or whatever your job entails, a plug-in so you can, or a Wi-Fi chip put in so you can write faster, you can think paragraphs, or you convert thought into text or whatever, so you can make, if you're a journalist, that you're going to have that, or you're not going to be a journalist. So in the future, that's going to be a race. There's going to be some Puritans, like Quakers, where they have the horse and buggy and they don't use modern technology. They're slowly being dragged up, and I think there'll be some purists that'll say, oh, you're not human anymore, or you're something weird. So I don't know if an X-Man type battle mutants against, but not even mutants, these would just be upgraded people. I think one of the things that's missing, or is missed, or not talked about with cybernetic upgrades, is by the time we have cybernetic upgrades, we'll have long since made gene doping and genetic alterations fairly common or not unusual. People will know about them, and that's, you know, skin color, being able to use the virus to reprogram your DNA, gene doping. Just make sure. You're gonna have people being able to change their skin color, possibly grow gills because it doesn't have to be human DNA, change their sex, upgrade your DNA to the best athletes style of DNA. You'll be able to have genetic superiority and separate. You could have a tail. You could do crazy stuff. So by the time cybernetics really hits, we'll already have elves and goblins and dwarves and dragons and whatever crazy stuff, mermaids, by the time the cybernetics becomes a big deal. So that's just part it's not even a question of wouldn't it be cool if. In my mind, and from what I've read, that is going to be the way it is. I think my timing might not necessarily be right. I'm trying to be optimistic and then ensure or imagine that I'm going to be alive at the time that all this happens, so I can continue to be alive. So I'm a little biased when it comes to my own lifespan. I'm trying to wedge myself in there. But if it doesn't happen, I still believe it's going to happen. It's just when is the only question. I think that answers it, and I think that's all I have to say. So I hope this didn't ramble on too long, and I was semi-intelligent. Peace. See ya, Goku.